Okay, so I think this was back in November of 2025. I was scrolling on Twitter, doing whatever, looking at different artwork, and there was this one picture that stood out to me. It was of this little girl with no arms, with a pencil in her mouth, and I believe the text had said, I wrote it down actually, the text said, she wants you to have it. She sees that spark of creativity in you. And I thought that was super sweet. I absolutely loved it. And I have a friend whose birthday is in November. I know that she's a really creative person. It's like, I want to save that, send it to her, and something for me to kind of look at every now and then, like if I'm in some kind of creative drought. And so I ended up following the artist who is I Am Derek Turbo. And over the past few months, from following this artist and seeing more of their work, I've gotten to know more of this little armless gremlin. Her name is Emmy, or maybe it's pronounced Emi, I don't know, but I go with Emmy. Emmy is a reality warper, is what I've come to learn from reading a lot of the comics. I think there was one where her friend, I don't remember her friend's name, is just like relaxing on a nice day, and then Emmy's like, look, I'm the sun! And she's just the sun. And there was another one where she's like, look, buddy, like I made a dollhouse. And then her friend is looking into the dollhouse, but then in the corner of the panel, you just see her eye looking in on her. It's Emmy can just do weird, goofy shit, and it's awesome. I love this character. I want her and Nana to meet each other because I think they would be best friends. Oh my gosh, I think my favorite one, I'm getting a little off topic, but it's all kind of on topic, is one where she's talking to her friend. It's like, yeah, like I'm so excited that you're gonna play my game, and you said that you could beat my score. And then her friend's like, yeah, you know, it's probably some like dance game, some stupid party game, nothing too hard. And then she sees Elden Ring with the dance pad, to which Emmy's just pointing to it. Get on the mat. And that one's my favorite. Just the expression she has when she says get on the mat was perfect. To my point, when I learned that Derek had a graphic novel and that this was about Emmy, I had to read it. And that would be this, Steps in Creativity Neo. I purchased it last week. I think it arrived on Monday, and it maybe took me an hour or so to read through it. And I think it's important for me to say I'm just going to refer to it as steps. What steps isn't? This is not a story about Emmy and her over-the-top adventures. She doesn't turn into the sun. She's not playing Elden Ring. She isn't pulling pranks with her fake dads like Vilgax and Broly like she does in some of the comics. Rather, this is it's a thematic discussion about what it means to be creative. What it means to be creative in a world with AI, in a world where creative jobs are a lot harder to come by and don't have a lot of security. In a world, and not even in a world where this kind of stuff happens as well, but about that crushing weight of expectation that a creative person has of themselves and of their work, and how it feels to not meet your own expectations, but also when like society doesn't view your work the way that you do. But on the flip side, it is also a story about the beauty of being creative. It's about that passion and about that joy. My favorite moment in the graphic novel is it just shows these different pictures. And it's of Emmy when she was like winning swim meets. And like she's sitting there, she has like the championship medal, and there's this like kind of little smile on her face. And then it shows pictures of her art competitions where instead of winning the nationals, she's getting like 5th place, 4th place. So not as good, but she is just bursting with joy, like just the biggest smile, all of this energy. And you can see maybe I was better at this, but this is what I live for. This is what actually gives me joy. This is what gets me up every morning. And I know how that feels. And I just loved seeing it. I won't give away the ending, but it's something that I do think works. Emmy is able to find a way to capture her life and herself in a way that can't be replicated by AI. And I won't lie, I kind of laughed to myself a bit when I saw it. I was like, yeah, this feels like the kind of like stereotypical pretentious thing you would see in an art exhibit. But I do think it works for the character. I think it works for the story. And at the same time, I'd be lying if I said I didn't love that final panel and how I think it really encapsulates the theme of the story. Steps in Creativity Neo is not subtle about its themes, but it's not trying to be, it doesn't want to be, and I'm kind of glad that it's not. It's about a character that is generally very loud and expressive. And I think the story having that same kind of blunt tone, to me, sort of works in its advantage or works to its favor. I'd easily recommend it to anyone that's going through a creative drought or is suffering from a lot of creative doubt. And if so, hopefully giving it a read will kind of ignite that spark of creation and that joy of creation.